As you guys know, I've got a bit of a problem. I buy a lot of stuff, and I have too much stuff. I've mentioned before on this channel, I have 7 bookshelves. Movies, books. I have one shelf that has a bunch of vinyls on it. And I gotta get rid of some of the stuff. So the past few years, I've been selling off a lot of things for a few reasons. I kind of was the horror movie fan that would buy a movie for the most superficial reasons. Like, I remember when I was going through and selling some stuff off before, I was just like, I had the movies in front of me, and it's like, you know, like bloody birthday, bloody hell, bloody fingertips, bloody nose, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I bought all these because it had like bloody in the title, you know? I was just one of those guys. And I think it's kind of funny that I kind of have slowly been getting out of horror around the time that I start my channel called Nasser's Bookshop of Horrors. Of course, I still like horror movies, and we're going to talk about them, but, you know, it's just, the more I, over the years, have gotten into, like, really good movies, the more it's like, I realize just how, like, bad a lot of horror movies are, and a lot of them I bought for superficial reasons, and, you know, the good part about physical media, of course, is like you own it, you could watch it whenever. And so that's always like the big appeal, like watch it whenever, watch it whenever. But I own just so many things that like I'm first of all, like, am I even gonna watch it like for the first time ever? Let alone, do I really need to spend like $30 on this thing and maybe I'm gonna watch it once in my life? Probably will never rewatch it. And I always, or at least a lot of the times, I was always like, oh, well, maybe I should just get like the 4K when like DVD is just fine and saves you a lot of money. So I kind of decided, you know, I'm going to just downgrade, you know, for space to maybe make a little money. And also because like a lot of the movies I have are like garbage. I need space, I need money, and a lot of the stuff I just really don't care for anymore. I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff. And I should have done an unhaul video. Whoops, I got a stack here so big it just tipped over. I should have done an unhaul video before. I've kind of like cut my collection in half, and I really just want to like narrow it down to like the stuff I absolutely love, like all my favorite movies, things that I'll actually rewatch. I might have kept like a few things I haven't seen before because like, yeah, well, I want to watch this one eventually. Like maybe it's got a director I like or something, or there's just some sort of appeal behind that specific movie I own. But I didn't do an unhaul video before. I don't know why. I guess I just kind of wanted to just get rid of stuff. And then I sort of realized, like, I'm down now to, like, my favorites. I'm, like, surrounded pretty much now by my favorites. And maybe, like, a few that, like, just a few that I haven't seen before. And I figured this might be my last chance to do an unhaul video when it comes to Blu-rays and 4Ks and DVDs and stuff. But who knows? Maybe I'll end up falling back into the trap and then buying a bunch of like garbage that I don't need, and then like a few years from now I'll be like, alright, I'm doing another unhaul video. But for now, let me take a sip of water, you guys, and I'm not going to go through everything. We won't go through everything, but I've like put a few to the side here that maybe I could talk about a little bit. Most of this I've seen. There might be like a couple I've put in this pile that I haven't seen, but just random here. We're just going with a few random things. And right off the bat, we've got the Jaws sequels. This is Jaws 2, 3, and 4. Jaws is one of my favorite movies of all time. Not just a horror movie, but just like in general, just there's just something about Jaws that I think you guys all know what I mean. It's just like, it's incredible, and there's just something I really love about it. And Jaws, I watch it every 4th of July, of course, because it takes place on the 4th of July, but it's just sort of become a tradition that I can't remember the last 4th of July where I did not watch it. Like, I swear to God, it must be going on maybe like, I think I've done it like maybe like the last like 8 years at least. I watch Jaws and eat ribs on the 4th of July, and I just never get tired of it. And years ago, I don't know when, maybe 2020, I saw this somewhere. Maybe I got it from Walmart. I can't remember, honestly. And I don't think I paid more than like $5 for it. And I was like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. Maybe these will be like, I was not expecting anything that's like, oh, well, maybe it'll be like just as good. I knew that there was no way in hell these were going to be like anywhere near as good. Ever since, what's his name? The Quint character, his last name I think is Shaw. Ever since like he died, like they missed their chance for a good Jaws sequel. I think they were kicking around the idea of like a prequel. and you would see him on the USS Indianapolis. But then he died, I think, of a heart attack, like just like I don't know, maybe like a couple years or so, like after Jaws was filmed, he died, and they just missed it. Like that was it. No good Jaws sequel can happen now. But when I got this, I only watched Jaws 2. Roy Scheider gives a good performance, no doubt, but the movie just... No, there's just like, I'm never gonna be like, well, maybe I'll watch Jaws 2 today. And, yeah, I don't know, just at the time I was like, I'll give Jaws 3 and Jaws the Revenge, I'll give them a shot, but I just don't have any confidence it's gonna be any good, and, so yes, I am speaking about 3 and 4 without watching them. Oh, well, actually, okay, my Jaws lore is, I saw Jaws, like, all of them, I was, like, anywhere from, like, 8, 9, or 10, and, they were having a marathon on TV, and I do know for a fact that I saw the marathon, because I do remember, like, reading, like, the title and the little description, when I was seeing what was on TV, and I was so horrified that I to this day, I don't know how to swim, and I'm scared of water, so, I guess I did see them as a kid. I don't really remember the sequels, but I don't have any confidence in these ones. Next, we've got The Conjuring 1 and 2 with the like lenticular slip covers from Best Buy, back when Best Buy was still selling Blu-rays. I think these might have been like exclusive to Best Buy, like that slip cover. But The Conjuring 1 and 2, I do like these, but then they kind of... the third act like ruins them, so yeah, it was just something like I could part with it. If I ever want to rewatch The Conjuring, I'm sure I could just stream it somewhere. I don't really have to own it. Then we've got The Silence of the Lambs 4K. I own this on a nice Blu-ray triple feature with Manhunter and Hannibal, so I don't really need this 4K. And also the Criterion Blu-ray looks better than this 4K. I do have that Criterion. I think I gave it to my little sister, though, because I was like, well, I've got 3 copies of it now. But it's in the house. I could, watch it whenever I want. And then we've got The Last House on the Left. So, this is a Wes Craven movie, and I do not like it. And I think every horror fan, when they start out, they're... like, with me, I saw Scream, and I was like, oh my god, I love this, and then I saw Scream 2, I was like, oh my god, I love this, I saw Scream 3, and I was like, oh my god, I hate this, but then, like, years later, I was like, oh my god, I actually kind of like this, and then, you see, like, Nightmare on Elm Street, you're like, oh my god, it's the greatest thing ever, and then, Wes Craven's New Nightmare, you're like, oh my god, it's spectacular, but then, like, you watch that one years later, you're like, alright, it's a little boring. But then you try to like watch his other movies, and except for I have it here somewhere, My Soul to Take. That could actually be Wes Craven's best movie. My Soul to Take. That one's pretty fun. But The Last House on the Left just ain't it. But I am down to watch the remake of that movie. Demon Wind. It wasn't bad, but it just falls into the category of, like, did I need to spend, like, $12 on this thing? And $12 might be shocking to those that are, like, pandemic-born collectors watching this video. But Vinegar Syndrome used to have, like, real, like, 50% off sales, okay? Like, Vinegar Syndrome would be like, all right, we're having our Black Friday sale. Everything's, like, 50% off, like, 70% off. Like, get this Blu-ray for $10 now, bro, or miss out. And now they're like, we're having the sale. It's $49.99 for the DVD. Like, don't lowball us. We know what we got. Like, I just can't stand Vinegar Syndrome now. More things that I just bought for no reason. Like this movie from Warner Archive. This is called Night School, and I'm sure it's just a dumb slasher movie. And I do like dumb slasher movies, but I mean, I own enough that I like, and it's just one of those things, like, am I ever going to be in the mood for, like, I just want to watch, like, Night School? Like, I've probably had this for, like, 7 years now, and it's never hit me. Next, actually a movie I adore, but I am going to upgrade with this one, and that's Lolita. I do love this movie. Stanley Kubrick, probably, like, maybe my, like, second favorite director. I love Kubrick to death, and, it got leaked or something that Criterion was going to put out a 4K of this movie, and alright, I know I said all this stuff about, like, no, but you don't have to upgrade, but it's Criterion. You have to with Criterion, and Criterion always has the best special features, and I'm just I want the nice fancy Criterion Collection edition. That's kind of like what I'm like trying to do with my collection, is just like I'm gonna just like I'll be fine with a regular DVD or a nice Blu-ray, and then once in a while I'll upgrade to like a Criterion Collection release. So that's kind of like what I'm doing here, just for like my ultimate like favorite movies, but not all of them, because like for instance I have the Body Heat Blu-ray, and it's great Blu-ray and packed with special features, and Criterion, I think it might have already came out, their Body Heat Blu-ray, and it has like maybe like one special feature that's a difference, and I'm pretty sure it's just gonna, and I think it's pretty much the same, so it's just like that's like what I'm gonna keep the Blu-ray. But for Lolita, I'm definitely gonna upgrade that one. This movie sucked, and I tried it like 2 or 3 times. I don't know why people love it. Motel Hell. It's I don't know. I think it's one of those things where you have to be like, oh, but like I watched it in when did this even come out? Like 1980. Like, well, I watched it in like 1989 on Saturday morning eating cereal. Like, yeah, I just no. I have like I don't care about Motel Hell. The chainsaw fight at the end is cool. You could probably find it on YouTube. Watch like the 2-minute fight. That's all you need to see this movie. Popcorn, which was a fun movie, but it's just I'm just never gonna be in the mood to rewatch Popcorn. Like, I love horror movies, but there's like the ones I really like that I just know I'm gonna watch all the time, and then if I like it, but I'm really not gonna rewatch it a lot. It's not even that like I hate this movie or anything. It's just like I'll just get rid of it, and I'm sure if I ever want to watch it again, if I really have to have it, it's not a hard one to get, and I could probably even find it streaming maybe. Because like half these movies, like that's from Synapse, but especially like Vinegar Syndrome, like I'll see like they'll put out a new movie, and I'm like, oh my god, like do I need this? Is this like a hidden gem, some lost classic? And they're wanting like $50, and I Google it, and then I see it's already on Tubi, and you could just stream it for free with ads, so why not? Next we've got the Amityville Horror Trilogy. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not an Amityville horror guy. Amityville 2: The Possession, I remember that one being alright. I don't remember anything about Amityville 3D. I watched this all a long time ago. I'm just like, what happened in Amityville 3D? I can't remember. Yeah, I just, I think this was like one of my first Scream Factory purchases, and I don't know, I'm just never gonna rewatch these. I do like though the Cursed collection, the like next like 4 sequels that Vinegar Syndrome put out, where it's like a cursed lamp and stuff. I think those ones are like actually like, fun, like a cursed lamp and cursed mirror and stuff. So those ones, I don't know exactly when I would ever rewatch those ones, but when I was looking, I was like, I just can't kind of part with this one. Like they are like fun, like just trashy movies. So next, these ones all go together, and it's All Hallows Eve and Mischief Night, double feature, and Terrifier and Terrifier 2. So, not bad movies necessarily, but I kind of hate these the more the time goes on. I did like the first Terrifier, and then they put out like 10 years later they took them to do the sequel or something like that. And well, the first one's fun. The sequel is way too long. And it's what I said before, and I've said it a few times about like, just horror people thinking they're intellectuals and thinking they're cinephiles and thinking they're writing like literature or something, or that they're like defining like cinema here. That movie did not need to be like 2 hours and 25 minutes. Okay, it would not have killed him to just like cut out like a solid like half hour or 40 minutes from that movie. Like nothing would have been any different. It's not a bad movie. I did really like it. Well, maybe not really like it, but I did like it, okay? I did like these. But, I don't know. Just as time goes on, I've rewatched them a couple times, and I just like them less and less. And something that I think is really dumb in the storytelling is that, Art the Clown is like, oh, but he can't die, but he's indestructible, bro. Nothing could stop him. So that, like, kind of takes, like, the fun out of it. I'm not saying like, oh, but you have to know it's like kryptonite, but like it's just, there's just like no substance to this. It's just like every kill is like, okay, we don't care about the characters, and it's gonna be a bloody and violent kill, and we know nothing could ever happen to Art the Clown, And yay! It's like I don't know. I don't know why everyone like obsesses over these movies. Like they're enjoyable, they're cool, the kills are cool, but there's just so little substance to them. I'm not saying like I need my horror movies to have like deep, like crazy substance, bro. But even something like Deadly Manor like has like way more substance to it than these ones do. Even the Saw movies have like I like the Saw movies, like most of them, but like they have like more substance to their kills than these ones do, and it's just yeah, I don't know. I just like these less and less, and it's just I don't know. And then I didn't even buy the third one, but I saw it and I just didn't like it. It's just like a very like steep like nosedive, and especially too like horror people are obsessed with like the Redditification of horror movies. Like they all want it to be like it's got to be like Five Nights at Freddy's, bro. Like we gotta have like the deepest lore. Like they want to set up in Terrifier, they want to set up like, oh, but the lore about like the girl's like dad and like Art the Clown and like how are they like connected and like, oh my god, like it's so like crazy, like and then like they just never give you any payoff, like none of that, like you want me to watch like 5 movies until I find out like, oh, but the secret origin and like their connection, like it's just bleh. I don't care, like I don't want people to be like all like fake deep and trying to make it seem like it's more than it really is, you know? Like, I don't know. They act like it's like Twin Peaks or something. Next, we got It's Alive trilogy. I do like Larry Cohen, but these ones gotta go. I'm never gonna rewatch these. The first one's really good, and it's just one of those things where like it nosedives. Like by the time you get to like Island of the Alive, like they're in like Larry Cohen's like backyard, like shooting in his pool. Like, oh my god, he's like he had like no money. They couldn't afford any location, so he's like, and the next scene takes place in my kitchen. Like that's how it went. So yeah, another Vinegar Syndrome movie, Pledge Night. You know, I watched it once. It was fine. Nice 86-minute movie, but Vinegar Syndrome movies are like all disposable outside of like a handful. When I first found them, it's around the time they were putting out Dolly Dearest, so maybe that would have been like 2020. You know, they were putting out some good stuff around that time, like Dolly Dearest and Fade to Black, and they had put out a few other things like Jack Frost, and they had some like cool stuff. And then it just, I don't know, they just keep putting out too many like bad things and stuff that like this, like it's streaming on Tubi. You know, you don't have to pay like your $20 for it. I'm sure I probably paid like $10 for it in a sale or something. Then we've got Goodfellas, which you know, good movie. I like it. I've seen it a few times. I never have to see it again. Okay. Quite a few more Vinegar Syndrome things here, like the McPherson tape. I mean, good movie. It's like an hour long, but I've seen it like twice now. I'll never have to see it again. This is like another one where it's like, ooh, Silent Madness. It was like anything that had like a guy with an axe or had like madness in the title, or you know, has like the screaming blonde girl that you know, anything that sounds really like in Scream when Sydney's like on the phone like, no, I don't like scary movies. Like they're all about some like big-breasted woman who can't act, who's always running up the stairs when she should be running up the front door. And I was like that. It was, for a while, that was like the only kind of movie I really liked, and anything that was like along those lines, that movie that like she kind of describes it, like that is what I would buy. And I'd be like, Silent Madness, like I would see it, I'd be like, big-breasted actress who can't act, that she's gonna run up the stairs when she should be running out the front door. So yeah, that was what I was into. Spellcaster. I did have a good time like the one time I watched this movie, but I just know there's never gonna come a day where I come down here and I'm just like, what should I watch today? And I've got like all my Brian De Palma movies and my Kubrick movies and my Roman Polanski movies, and I've got like, okay, well maybe I don't want to watch something like too Kino, like I want to watch a dumb horror movie, like, and then I'll look like, oh, Maniac Cop, maybe, you know, ooh, Jack Frost, maybe, and then like I'm just never gonna be like, Spellcaster, that's the one for me today, like, just no. And I'm pretty sure Spellcaster is on Tubi as well. That, you know, you guys might have thought I was kidding earlier when I was like, it just needs blood in the title. But this is Bloodorama Triple Frightmare from Vinegar Syndrome. It's got 3 movies in here. Help Me, I'm Possessed, Night of the Strangler, and Carnival of Blood, okay? And, yeah, I'm just sure these are all garbage. I haven't seen them. Nothing I could really say about them, but, you know, I just need to make space. And I've had this one, I don't know when this came out. Will it even tell me on the back here, like, when this came out? I think 2021. I've probably had this since 2021. And, you know, 5 years later, there has just not been one day in, like, 5 years where I came down here and I was like, Bloodorama Triple Frightmare. Like yeah, no, just no. Alien Private Eye. I wanted it because, you know, like, oh, it's noir and it'll be like in space, but I don't know. I've got it on like good word that this movie like sucks, and I'm not gonna lose any sleep parting with it. And if you really want to watch it, I mean, you can probably find it streaming. Cemetery of Terror. That's another one where it's just like, oh, but cemetery's in the title. I really couldn't tell you like why I bought this. It looks like this came out in 2020. Yeah, I probably just bought it like for the lulz. Salem's Lot. I'll be honest, I have not watched this in its entirety. It's a miniseries that's 183 minutes, so 3 hours and 3 minutes, and I would just like to watch like the nice tight like movie cut. I don't know. I think one of my friends was telling me like that hasn't really left VHS, so. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure it's out there somewhere. I will watch that cut. I'm not really interested in watching that. Next, a movie I do like, but I haven't seen it in years, is Tenebrae, and this is the big fancy Synapse Films ultra fancy 4K. Now, I did get rid of my old Blu-ray, and then I bought this one because I was like, oh, well, it has another cut of the movie, but I heard that the other cut like gets rid of all the gore and stuff, so I was just like, I don't really need it. Then we've got Edge of the Axe, which, alright movie. I've seen it a couple times, but I don't know, guys. It's just one of those things where I'm just like, I'll just never watch it again. Movie that I did like when I watched it the one time in like 2019 or 18 or whenever, The Initiation. And I don't know, good movie, but you know, I don't know. I'm just like, I'll never watch it again. Might as well just, you know, make some space. And then we've got The Mutilator. Same thing, you know, not really, you know, bad. It was like a nice, silly, like, slasher movie, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, yeah, probably never going to watch it again. And then a couple more movies I'll show you guys here in the unhaul. And that's this 4K of one of, like, my least favorite movies in the world, and that's Halloween 2018. But I bought this because, you know, being a former comic book fan, I love Todd McFarlane, and that's his art on the steelbook, and I bought it really just for that art. Alright, you got me. I bought it for the gram. So I bought that, and yeah, I was just like, well, why do I own something if I'm never even going to watch it, and I don't like it, and, you know, just for a superficial reason of, well, Todd McFarlane drew it, so, yeah. And then I guess the last movie I'll show you guys is the movie MASH. I gotta take off that like price sticker on there, but there we go. Okay, MASH. So I wanted to watch this one, but I should have known better than to like boomer humor. So I do like Robert Altman's movies, but MASH is really for like, I think it's like oh, you had to be there, bro, to like get the humor of like the Vietnam stuff and Korea, and it was just something I didn't really get. So, I mean, I like a few of his movies, like Three Women and Thieves Like Us, and Come Back to the Five and Dime, and darn it, what was the other one that's based off a Raymond Chandler novel? I can't think of it. It's got Elliot Gould in it, and I should know this because I only watched it maybe like 3 months ago. Darn it, it's on the tip of my tongue, and I'm gonna remember it like by the time like I finish this video. Okay, but MASH, yeah, it's not really. I mean, it's not unwatchable, but it's just I just didn't find it funny, and you know how hard it is to like sit through a comedy when you don't really like find it funny. But I'd say if you're like a boomer that likes like boomer humor, you know, MASH is for you. But Yeah, that's like not even like half of like everything I'm getting rid of. I don't know. Should we look at some more? I mean, there's like a few things. Well, there's a lot in here that I've never seen. Like the thing, like what is this, like 2011? Maybe I'll watch if they put out the cut with like the practical effects. But like, I don't know. Like 3 from Hell, I could live without. I don't need a conclusion to the trilogy. Cool World. You know, I watched it once for the lulz. I mean, what else is even in here? The New York Ripper. I'll never have to see that again. Some stuff I haven't seen, but I'm just like, yeah, maybe not. Like The Score, 4K, and I'm sure it's probably streaming somewhere. Oh my god, now you guys get to see me drop a bunch of things. But, yeah, I don't know. Just, like, more, like, Vinegar Syndrome stuff. Like, Blood Game was, like, blood was in the title. I needed it. Creep Show. It's not bad. You know, I like Stephen King, but do I need Creep Show? Not really. Oh my god, like, more Vinegar Syndrome stuff. Like, this stuff's everywhere. Like, Slaughterhouse Rock and Hard Rock Zombies. I saw Slaughterhouse Rock, not the other one. 2 Undercover Angels. I'm sure it's just gonna suck. I don't know. I haven't seen it. Oh my god. Speaking about sucky movies. I love Ghostbusters. I do not like Ghostbusters 2, and I have the Ghostbusters 4K, so I'm gonna get rid of my copy of 1 and 2. Let's see. Anything else? Anything else I should show you guys? I mean, I'm getting rid of like the Annabelle movies. Evil Dead 2 I was not big on. I love the first Evil Dead, and I love the remake, but Evil Dead 2, yeah, I'm probably in the minority that hates it. But, you know, point is, we've got a lot of stuff here. And let me pick this one up. Once all this is gone and I sell it to Disc Replay, I'll basically be down to like my top like 500 movies, okay? I'll have it like pretty curated, and maybe soon, maybe we'll have a bookshelf tour. Or maybe I might actually wait till like after the Criterion sale, because there are a few Criterions that I gotta pick up. Like, I do have to get the Eyes Wide Shut Criterion, because I do not have it yet. I wanted to get it when it sold out, or when it came out. It ended up selling out. I was like, I'll wait for the sale. So I've waited for the sale, and the sale is next month. So maybe after I get like my Eyes Wide Shut Criterion and a couple others I want to get. I want to get the 3 Women Criterion, because I don't own that movie. And just a couple other things. So maybe like sometime next month we'll have like a full like curated like collection video, and then you guys could see what I actually like and my like pretentious like film bro taste. So that's all for this unhaul video, you guys. Thank you all for watching. All right, guys, I'm doing an end credits scene because I was just moving these around right now after I had finished the video, and then I was like, oh, maybe I should talk about this one. Happy birthday to me, okay? This one, I do like it. I don't know if I'll ever rewatch it. I've seen it a couple times, and it's like a little bit too long. What is this, like? Yeah, this thing's almost 2 hours. If this thing were probably like 80 minutes, I'd probably be like, yeah, I'll keep it. It's a little too long. But I just always thought this one was funny because if you guys remember on Seinfeld when Elaine's trying to get that autograph of the guy from the 3 Tenors or whatever, and she's like, it's you. It's really you. Can you sign this thing or something like that? That's what this scene is. Anytime the killer is there, because the killer's always off screen, and everybody's like, oh, hey, it's you. It's really you. I just thought I'd mention that, okay? Anyways, like, goodbye for real this time.